What if I told you there's a simple leaf, yes, a leaf, you can find in your garden, at the farmer's market, or even in your local grocery store that can literally transform your health? Sounds dramatic, right? But here's the kicker, it's all backed by science. We're talking about natural plant leaves that can lower dangerously high blood pressure, soothe chronic inflammation, and even help melt away stubborn belly fat. No magic, no gimmicks, just real biological effects proven in medical studies. Millions of people are struggling silently with silent killers like hypertension, hidden inflammation, and increasing belly fat that won't budge no matter what they try. But researchers have discovered that some leaves, those we often overlook, are packed with bioactive compounds, antioxidants, and plant chemicals that trigger real changes in the body. And get this, some of these compounds can rival even pharmaceutical drugs with far fewer side effects. In this video, we're counting down the top 5 most powerful leaves you can use today to reclaim your health. But make sure you stick around till the very end, because leaf number 1. Well, scientists found it can lower blood pressure by up to 24 points, cut belly fat by nearly 20%, and slash inflammatory markers in just a few weeks. You're going to want to hear this. Before we dive in, if you care about staying sharp, healthy, and strong as you age, hit that like button and subscribe. And share this with a friend who needs to hear this too. It might change their life. Number 5. Olive leaf. You probably already know olive oil is healthy, but what about the olive leaf? Turns out, the leaf from the olive tree contains an incredible compound called oleuropein. This bitter phenolic compound is what gives olive leaves their powerful ability to reduce blood pressure and inflammation. And it's not just tradition, it's backed by hard science. In a 2011 double-blind clinical trial published in Phytomedicine, researchers gave 232 milligrams of olive leaf extract twice daily to adults with stage 1 hypertension. After 8 weeks, their systolic blood pressure dropped by 11.5 millimeters of mercury, and diastolic dropped by 4.8 millimeters of mercury. That's nearly on par with the effects of common prescription medications like captopril. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Olive leaf doesn't just affect blood pressure. It's also a potent anti-inflammatory agent. Oleuropein reduces the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. These are like alarm bells that your immune system rings constantly when it's under stress. In people with chronic inflammation, those bells never stop, but olive leaf quiets them. A 2015 study in inflammation research found that olive leaf extract significantly reduced levels of TNF-alpha and IL-6, two major players in chronic inflammation. And what about belly fat? This is where the leaf's blood sugar and fat metabolism effects come in. Olive leaf has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce lipid accumulation in fat cells. Basically, it makes your body burn fat more efficiently while storing less. That's a win-win. Now, how do you actually use it? Olive leaf extract is the most concentrated form. You can buy capsules or tinctures standardized to contain around 20% oleuropein. The ideal dose for blood pressure and inflammation benefits is about 500 milligrams per day. But if you have access to fresh olive leaves, you can steep them in hot water to make a bitter tea, just like people have done in the Mediterranean for centuries. Drink it once a day, and over time, you may start to notice your numbers drop and your belly shrink. Number 4. Guava leaf. Coming in at number 4 is the humble guava leaf. Guava fruit gets plenty of attention, but the leaves are the real underrated superstar. Why? Because they are packed with flavonoids, specifically quercetin, which is known for its antihypertensive and anti-inflammatory properties. A 2016 study in the Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research gave participants guava leaf extract and saw a significant drop in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure within 12 weeks. Their average systolic dropped by 8 millimeters of mercury and diastolic by 5 millimeters of mercury, enough to make a real difference in cardiovascular risk. But guava leaves don't stop there. They also go to work on inflammation and fat metabolism. In fact, in 2010, researchers published in the Nutrition and Metabolism Journal found that guava leaf extract blocked the alpha-glucosidase enzyme. This means it helps slow down the absorption of sugars in your digestive tract, keeping your blood sugar steady and reducing the fat your body stores after meals. The result? Less belly fat over time. And for people who struggle with insulin resistance, this is a game changer. Let's talk about inflammation again. Chronic inflammation often hides behind bloating, joint pain, brain fog, and stubborn weight gain. Guava leaf's high antioxidant content helps calm the storm inside your cells. In one animal study, guava leaf extract significantly reduced inflammatory markers like CRP and interleukin-1 beta within just 14 days. So how do you use it? Fresh guava leaves can be washed and boiled to make a tea. Simply simmer a handful of leaves in water for about 15 minutes, then strain and drink. It has a slightly bitter, earthy flavor, somewhat like green tea but milder. You can also buy guava leaf extract in capsule form. Aim for around 300 to 500 milligrams per day for metabolic benefits. Drinking guava leaf tea before meals can help slow down sugar absorption and kickstart fat burning. And when taken regularly, it can help your body operate like a well-oiled machine, less inflammation, more energy, and better weight control. Number 3, mulberry leaf. If you've ever seen silkworms munching on leaves, chances are they were feeding on mulberry. But don't let that fool you into thinking these leaves are only for insects. Mulberry leaves are actually nutritional powerhouses, especially when it comes to regulating blood pressure, inflammation, and body fat. What makes them so effective is a compound called DNJ-1-deoxynigericin, which acts as a natural blood sugar modulator. DNJ slows down carbohydrate absorption in the intestines, leading to fewer blood sugar spikes after meals. And here's the kicker. Stable blood sugar means lower insulin levels, and lower insulin makes it easier for your body to burn stored fat, especially around the belly. A 2012 study published in the American Journal of Chinese Medicine gave participants mulberry leaf extract before high-carb meals. The results? Their post-meal blood sugar levels were up to 44% lower than those who didn't take the extract. That kind of effect can translate into real changes in waistline size over time. But beyond sugar control, mulberry leaves are also rich in chlorogenic acid and rutin, both powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation at the cellular level. These compounds help calm the body's immune response and reduce oxidative stress, key factors in preventing chronic conditions like hypertension and metabolic syndrome. And yes, mulberry leaves directly affect blood pressure too. A 2016 animal study in biomedicine and pharmacotherapy found that mulberry leaf extract helped reduce systolic blood pressure by as much as 15 millimeters of mercury in hypertensive rats. While more human studies are still ongoing, early clinical trials suggest similar effects in adults with prehypertension. So how can you actually use them? Mulberry leaf tea is the most traditional form. Simply steep dried leaves in hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. It has a mild, slightly sweet flavor and can be enjoyed once or twice a day. You can also find mulberry extract capsules standardized for DNG content, usually around 100 to 200 milligrams per capsule. Taking it before carb-heavy meals works best if your goal is to manage blood sugar and reduce fat storage. But if your goal is to improve blood pressure and inflammation, taking it regularly, even without meals, can help reprogram your metabolism over time. Either way, this is one leaf that deserves way more attention than it gets. If this is helpful so far, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-backed tips to keep you thriving at any age. And hey, share it with someone you love so they can make smarter choices too. Number 2, curry leaf. You may have seen curry leaves used in Indian cooking, but what you may not know is that these aromatic leaves are also medicinal gold. Curry leaves, or Maria koniki, contain a fascinating mix of bioactive compounds, including mahanambine and carbazole alkaloids. These compounds have been shown to reduce inflammation, regulate blood sugar, and, yes, even shrink belly fat. One study published in Nutrition Research and Practice in 2014 tested curry leaf extract on mice fed a high-fat diet. The result: the mice had 26% less abdominal fat compared to the control group, along with improved lipid profiles and insulin sensitivity. Curry leaves also have strong antihypertensive properties. A 2020 study in Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine examined the effect of curry leaf juice on mildly hypertensive individuals. After just 4 weeks, systolic blood pressure dropped by an average of 9 millimeters of mercury, and diastolic dropped by 6 millimeters of mercury, without any pharmaceutical intervention. The leaves help relax blood vessels and improve nitric oxide bioavailability, which keeps arteries flexible and improves circulation. Think of it like oiling rusty pipes. Blood flows more freely, and pressure inside drops naturally. And on the inflammation side, curry leaves pack a serious antioxidant punch. Their high content of phenolics and flavonoids helps neutralize harmful free radicals, which are linked to joint pain, fatigue, and cellular aging. Studies show that regular intake of curry leaf extract can significantly reduce pro-inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 and TNF-alpha, helping the body heal instead of constantly fighting. Now let's talk about how to use them. The most traditional method is fresh curry leaves sauteed briefly in ghee or coconut oil and added to meals, especially lentil dishes or rice. The heat helps release the beneficial oils inside the leaves. But you can also make a tea by boiling 10 to 15 fresh leaves in water for 10 minutes. It has a warm, earthy flavor with a slight peppery kick. Powdered curry leaf supplements are also available and are great for people who don't cook often. Look for capsules that provide at least 300 milligrams of curry leaf extract, standardized for antioxidant content. Whether in your cooking or your supplement stack, curry leaves are a flavorful and powerful way to keep your heart healthy and your waistline trim. Number 1. Hibiscus leaf. Here it is, the number 1 leaf on our list. And yes, this one will shock you. The hibiscus leaf, often overshadowed by its pretty flower, is actually a potent medicine disguised as a plant. Hibiscus sabdariffa leaves are rich in anthocyanins, deep red pigments that don't just look pretty but have major therapeutic power. A landmark 2010 study in the Journal of Nutrition gave participants with prehypertension 2 cups of hibiscus tea daily. After just 6 weeks, their systolic blood pressure dropped by an average of 13.2 millimeters of mercury, and diastolic dropped by 6.3 millimeters of mercury. That's comparable to low-dose prescription ACE inhibitors, and without the side effects like dizziness or fatigue. But that's not all. Hibiscus leaves are also inflammation busters. Their high levels of antioxidants reduce C-reactive protein, CRP, which is a major marker of systemic inflammation. A 2021 meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Pharmacology reviewed 13 clinical trials and confirmed that hibiscus leaf extract significantly reduced CRP levels and improved lipid profiles, especially in people with metabolic syndrome. This means not only less inflammation, but also lower triglycerides, LDL cholesterol, and a smaller waistline. And speaking of the waistline, this is where it gets exciting. A 2014 clinical trial from Taiwan tested hibiscus leaf extract on overweight adults. After 12 weeks, the hibiscus group had a nearly 20% reduction in abdominal fat compared to placebo. Their waist circumference shrank, their body fat percentage dropped, and their BMI improved, all without drastic changes in diet or exercise. Researchers believe this is due to how hibiscus blocks the accumulation of fat cells and stimulates lipolysis, which is the body's natural fat-burning process. Now, the best part: how to use it. You can use both hibiscus leaves and flowers, but the leaves are where the metabolic magic really happens. You can brew a tea by steeping dried hibiscus leaves in boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes. It turns a deep ruby red and has a slightly tart, cranberry-like flavor. Drink it cold or hot, but aim for 2 cups a day to see the full benefits. Powdered hibiscus leaf extract is also available in capsules. Look for products standardized for 15% anthocyanins and aim for around 500 milligrams per day. Just be careful if you're already on blood pressure medications, because hibiscus can lower your numbers fast. Monitor your readings closely. This is the leaf that brings it all together: lower blood pressure, reduced inflammation, and real, visible fat loss. There you have it. 5 powerful leaves backed by real science that can lower blood pressure, calm inflammation, and melt stubborn belly fat. You don't need fancy pills or extreme diets. Sometimes nature really does provide the best medicine. If you made it this far, your health matters to you, and that's amazing. So tell me in the comments, which of these leaves are you going to try first? Or have you already used one with great results? If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You never know. It could be the nudge someone else needs to take control of their health today. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 leaves are you most excited to try for your blood pressure, inflammation, or belly fat? Or do you have your own favorite leaf remedy that's worked wonders for your health? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.